wood. Here's how this painting's looking. I just about died. There's never gonna be a perfect time. Winsor & Newton to me is not the same quality as Gamblin. And I feel like the quality is way better. This, no. If I could do this for the rest of my life, it's all good. It's a feeling, you know? Hi, welcome to my studio. This is where I do a lot of my art. My name's Kirsten. I'm the artist of this channel. I'm here today to get some work done. I got this painting behind me that needs to be done. I'm probably not gonna finish it today, but it still needs some progress on it. And I'm definitely trying to get my art shop back up and running. So my art shop is kirstenarts.com. I have sold and plan on selling more originals and art print. I'm trying to get that thing back up and running because it's been kind of inactive for like the last year or so. My artwork is really important to me, and I'm really protective over it. That's kind of why I'm drowning in paintings right now, because I've always been kind of protective of my art, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not selling this one. But it's time. Few good things. One, I got a matcha. This matcha isn't the best looking matcha, but it tastes really good. From this local coffee shop. Kind of on the sweet side, like if you're not looking for that. Anyway, you don't care. Second thing, it's finally getting to the weather in Florida where I can be in here with the door open. And when the door's open, the lighting is so much better in here. It helps my painting process. It helps me to be more motivated because I love natural light, as us artists do. And yeah, I don't need my air conditioning as much. So once like my shed gets to like a point where the temperature is comfortable. Did the power just flicker? Are those ants? I can't stand pests. Another update that I think is really cool, I got a new mic. I'm so excited about this mic. For a while, I've wanted to be able to like work and have the camera over here and also talk to you, but I can't do that unless I have like my phone mic, and then I'm not hands-free. And this is a craft where you really need to be hands-free. So I went, did some research, and got me a nice little Hollyland mic. I don't know how it sounds. I don't know how much of the air conditioning you hear, but I think it sounds pretty good. That's actually one of the main reasons I got a Sony, because I wanted to be able to connect an external mic if I wanted to. I wanted to be able to change out the lens if I wanted to. And with this Sony ZV-E10, you can do that. So that's awesome. So one day if I want to switch to like a wide angle lens, I could. Before I could not. But I think that's the point of the Canon G7X. The Canon G7X is supposed to be a lot more compact. This one, I just feel like it's still pretty small, but it has so many more features. And I feel like the quality is way better, and it shoots in 4K. Third update, I got some prints in for a few of my art pieces because I like to get samples of my artwork. It looks really good. I'm so excited. Hi everybody. So my name's Kirsten. I'm an oil painter. I've been doing a little series called Getting My Art Shop Together. This will be part 3. In the last little part of the series, I ordered some prints, which I finally got them. It only took 2 weeks. Kind of long, but I actually wanted to sample a few different art printing services because the one that I was using got a little expensive, and that's not exactly what we want. So I went shopping around and I found another print service. The good part about this one is that it costs way less, but it takes way longer. I probably shouldn't do this towards my face. I have no idea what these are gonna look like. So I'm hoping I did my part so that they could do their part so that my prints can come out looking right. They do look legit. First, we are looking at City Walk. Here's the print. This is an 18 by 24 with a 1-inch white border around it. Here's a little close-up of what this one's looking like. That was one. That looks really good. This is the one that I'm really excited about because I've never gotten this printed. This is the original. This actually got millions of views across the social media platforms. It looks really good. I'm like actually so excited. A lot of people said that this painting looked like someone that they knew. This is what he's looking like. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. And last but not least, just a little boy running. I absolutely love this painting as well. Yeah, this guy came out great. He came out awesome. Look at the shine. Like, yeah, that looks good. I love them all. But yeah, I think I totally found a new print shop. All right, time to clean this palette. Gamsol on this palette, not too much. Since going back to Gamblin paint, I feel like that was something that was really missing in my art process. I was painting with Winsor & Newton for a while, and Winsor & Newton to me is not the same quality as Gamblin. Like, it's not even close. Nothing against Winsor & Newton because you've helped me create some beautiful paintings, but I think Gamblin's more my vibe. I'm gonna clean up this shed, get some things looking organized and together, and then I'm gonna get started with painting. One thing I really need to get is a new painting palette. I've been using this painting palette for the last probably year and a half, and it's ridiculous. It's a glass palette. Oh my gosh, no, I've been using this painting palette for like 3 years, at least, minimum. Yeah, making a glass Painting palette is super easy. This is literally how we made it. In class, we got 2 pieces of glass, painted one side of them with gesso, put those 2 gessoed sides together, and then taped them with duct tape on the sides. And then you have a palette, a glass palette. And to think like there was a point where I was using wood palettes, like what were you doing? All right, we got a nice clean palette here, which is good. Here's how this painting's looking. I think it's looking pretty good. The pants I think look really good. I don't know if I would tweak anything or change anything. I'm not totally sure, but it's his face. He's kind of like sitting on a wall here. I just need to finish the rest of these pants legs and then the shoes, dreading the shoes. And then I have this wood board right here that I want to paint something on. You see I did like a little sketch on it, but I'm not really sure if that's really what I want to paint. My sister came in here yesterday and did a little acrylic painting. She really wanted to, she's 6. Girl, I didn't even need any of that. Why did I pour that out? Still have this paint tube squeezer for my white paint. Let's get a brush. I'm gonna use this brush today. I think it'll be my best bet. Dip it in. Do I have anything in here? Yes, I do. Let's roll Gamsol in this cup here. Let me get my reference out. I think it would be good to have that. Sometimes I like to get the paint on there, then I'll figure out where the lights and the darks and the shadows or the highlights or whatever are. Sometimes I like to like literally just work slowly with the lights and the darks and slowly build it up. But sometimes I'm just like, get the paint on there and then I'll figure it out later. And that's kind of me right now because I've been working on this for so long that it's getting to a point where I need to finish this so that I don't reach a point where I'm like, yeah, I'm done. And you know, don't finish it. When it comes to fabric, I mean, I actually really do enjoy painting fabric. It's a part of being a portrait artist because you have to draw the clothes on the people if you're drawing clothes and, you know, whatever. It's fun to watch it all come together and then step back and like look at it and be like, oh wow, this looks like pants or a dress or whatever you're drawing. Alexa, pause. Yeah, I think I need to take a little break. It's good to take breaks every once in a while, you know? It has been beautiful in Florida. Honestly, like the weather has been like mid 70s. It's like literally the best time of year in Florida when you can go outside. You can wear some shorts, but you also need a jacket, you know? It's like you can drive around with your windows down. There's a nice cool breeze. Being outside doesn't feel like you're swimming in lava. Anyway, as I was saying before, I've been trying to get my art business back up and running. I wanted to get it open by November 1st, but I don't really know. I feel like, I don't know. I'm trying to like figure out everything, but at the same time, I need to just like start it because there's never gonna be a perfect time. I heard someone say that, you know, you could be acting busy and look busy, but actually not be busy. And I feel like that's been me for like the last like couple months regarding my art shop. Like I've been moving things around on my website. I've been like making it look pretty, but I haven't like done the steps to like actually get it open, which is like ordering sample prints and setting prices and getting like a PO box and doing all that. I haven't been doing that stuff, but it feels like I'm busy because I'm playing around with my website. I need to get this thing going. Some of the things that are new to the website that I want to kind of implement is, for one, I'm gonna have a page where you can inquire for commission because I think it's time that I take commission and stop being scared. I don't know if it's because I'm a people pleaser or a perfectionist. I don't really know what it is, but I feel like someone's gonna ask for a commission and then I'm gonna paint it and they're gonna be disappointed. I don't know why. Like it's, and then something else that I want to do because I love writing is a page on, this is actually kind of cool, page on my website where I kind of do like blogging. So like every once in a while, like I'll post like a blog about something, a topic related to art or, you know, something, I don't really know. Maybe I'll even do like interviews with other artists that like I follow on social media, like some mutuals, I don't know. I feel like it will be fun. That will be really fun and really cool. I love creating things, like same with like my podcast. I love my podcast and the idea and the concept. If you don't know, I have a podcast. It's called Introverts Talk Too. I haven't posted on it in about a year now, but I love that podcast and I always want to like go back and revisit it. But I love creating things. If I could do this for the rest of my life, you know, it's all good. There's just a couple things I want for my website, you know? All right, maybe I should get back to it. I finished the pants. I might go back and add some like little highlights and tweaks, but let's get back in there. I'm scared one day I'm gonna come in here and there's gonna be a snake hanging from the ceiling. Is that unrealistic? I'm having a really good day today. Like I really am. And I'm happy to say that. I love having good days, you know? I love a good day. And a lot of it has to do with the weather, but you know, I'm having a good day. All right, next what I wanna do is his shoes. I love how his hands turned out. Can I show you that? Sometimes painting hands and fingers is super hard, but I don't know. I like the way that turned out. It looks good to me. It's like one hand is holding onto the wrist of that hand, you know, like that's the wrist and the rest of his hand's behind his leg. But you see the shadow right there? I don't know. I think it turned out pretty good. That's what the pants are looking like. Like I said before, I might go back in and add some like little tweaks. I'm gonna put you back up here and you're gonna watch me from afar while I get this easel adjusted. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust this easel so that it's a little bit higher so that I can get the shoes. I'm not gonna break my back and have bad posture just so I can paint these shoes. Now this easel, like I'm a little confused by it because it's not like my old one. I bought this on Amazon. I put it together and I swear it was missing a piece. I don't know, like I wasn't able to move all the pieces like it showed in the video. I probably just put it together wrong and I can't blame the company, but this is gonna come off. Yeah, see, if that comes off, we gotta figure this out. This piece can come off, and I feel like that piece, maybe this is supposed to go this? Doesn't this part move? That part does move, so where? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm so confused right now.
This is the other piece. But I thought this piece goes, I thought this piece goes here. Tighten on. I'm gonna put this back on here. Tighten this, right? I'm gonna slide this up. Okay, I'm gonna slide that. Okay, so I'm gonna just up this one to the back, okay? And I can move this up.
This is so much more complicated than my other easel. The other easel, like you just lock the painting in place and you can just adjust it. But this one, like you have to move everything around and that's kind of inconvenient. One thing I do like about this one though is that it has wheels, so I can move it around. All right, let's get this canvas back up here. I'm a little nervous for the shoes because I don't like painting shoes because shoes are so, I don't know, you gotta get the proportions right, and if you don't get the proportions right, it just looks bad. Right now, I'm just deciding on a shoe color. I actually don't know what color I wanna make his shoes. Possibly a red. I don't know what's making me go with red right now, but is that bad? All right. So I was right. I don't like painting shoes. That's what I'm right about. I'm sure there's a way to darken red without turning it a different color, but I guess because it's a primary color, it's kind of hard to do that. It's not done yet. I still have to like tweak things. Like the sole of the shoe, I believe it's just not the right shape. I've been sitting here trying to fix it. I think I'm gonna eventually want to go back and try to brighten up these colors. They're a lot more dulled out than I wanted it to be. I didn't know how to brighten this red and darken this red without turning it pink. I think I want to paint something else. I will finish this painting, but I think I want to take a break from this painting because that's what you need to do sometimes, as I said earlier. The good part about this time of year is that it cools down, but the bad part is that it gets darker faster, so I don't have necessarily as much time to paint. Actually, it's not bad. Now that I'm backed up, hold on. Actually, now that I'm standing back here, I like it. Wait. I like it. It's a feeling, you know? It's a feeling. And if I'm not getting that feeling, that means I don't like it. And if I am getting that feeling in my chest, I'm like, okay. Can't describe the feeling though. It's like when you're about to go on a roller coaster and you're like, you know. Another thing I kind of wanted to do today was work on this wood panel. It's literally just wood. I've never painted on a wood panel, but I feel like the surface is so nice and so cool. I did a sketch on it, sprayed it down with some workable fixative, but I came here today and I'm like, I don't think I want to paint what I was going to paint, because it was going to be like a table scene where like I took this picture of this really colorful, really nice table setup when I was eating at an Indian restaurant. It looked so good with all the food on it. It was so colorful and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to paint this. But I don't know. So I kind of want to do a portrait.
A few moments later.
Bro, I just about died. I don't know how much you saw. Oh my gosh. No, my tripod fell and my camera would not turn off. Like it said error, turn off and turn back on, and I kept turning it off. It would not go off. And oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I took the battery out and then I put the battery back in and it still would not turn off. Finally turned off by itself. But all I could think about is money to fix it, money that's going down the drain because I'm breaking it. This tripod is about to go in the trash. I'm traumatized right now. I went on a trip to Dallas, Texas, and I only been there one other time and I had an amazing time. I'm sorry, I'm still shaking up. Hold on. I really wanted to go to the Dallas Museum of Art while I was there. It was so fun. I recorded the entire trip, a lot actually in the airport, because it was a crazy it was like the craziest airport experience I've ever experienced in my entire life, just because of how disorganized, chaotic, and ridiculous it was, how much money I spent. I mean, technically it was my fault to start off because I missed my flight. I'm the one that got to the airport an hour before my flight, which is apparently too late. And usually I'm very thorough. Like I get to the airport 2.5 hours before my flight, but this one was at 7 a.m. And like I said, everything in Florida is far. So the airport drive for me is an hour and a half. Like it takes me an hour and a half to get to the airport. That means I would have had to like have gotten up at like 2 a.m. to like leave the house, like get it. No. So I get to the airport at like 6:02. They said the final doors close at 6:45, and they're like, oh, you can't check in a bag because you missed your flight. But I recorded that entire experience, and also my experience going to the Dallas Museum of Art, which is an amazing museum. I really love that museum. It was so much art, like it just was non-stop. It just kept going. It was so much art. Once you like left a room, there was always like another room. People were nice. It was cool. I like Dallas. I do like Dallas a lot. Okay, I'm starting on a new painting on this board. Let's see how this feels. Could you imagine if I start only painting on board? So yeah, definitely a very different vibe. Very different. It's not like what, not canvas. It's not canvas. But did I love it as much as I thought I was gonna love it? No. It could be the fact that I'm just like fatigued from painting and I didn't really have a plan. No, I mean, it's bored. Would I do it again? Yes, absolutely. I like the texture. I like the way the paint goes on. It's really smooth. Here's my palette. I didn't really want to add any more paint to it because I'm probably gonna get ready to go soon. Being that my camera's on 12%, my phone's about to die, and I also don't want to add any more paint to my palette. Sun's starting to go down, the lighting's not as great. I think it's time to call it a day. That's one thing they don't tell you about having a studio space. You have to drive to it, and that's a lot more work than actually just like putting your paintbrush to the canvas. I mean, I used to have my little studio in my room next to my bed, and I could take a quick break, come back, go take a break again, have dinner, come back, go take a nap, come back, go get a coffee, you get the point, you get the gist. But here it's like once I leave, I'm not coming back. And that's why like I would spend probably before 10 to 15 hours a week painting. Now I spend more like 3 to 5. That's not good. Being that I have a studio space now, it's definitely more fun, but I do it less frequently. Thank you so much for watching this video if you've made it this far. If you want to follow me on my other socials for my artwork, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, are at Kirsten Art. No other handles. That's it. That's it. As far as my art goes, no other handles. There's a lot of people that come into my DMs talking about someone tried to scam me using your content. Girl, that's not me. Again, thanks for watching this video. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I hope to have you back watching the next one. I digress.